The details now. And the Ghana Water Company has procured 26 tankers to serve communities in Accra and Tema when the Kpong treatment plant is shut down for rehabilitation work from February 27. The company will draw about 53 million gallons of water daily from the Wager treatment plant to be distributed to affected communities until March 3 when the rehabilitation work is completed. A report by Daniel Opoku.
Last week, the Ghana Water Company served notice to shut the Kpong water treatment plant for rehabilitation works. The Public Utilities Regulatory Commission subsequently asked the Ghana Water Company to hold on till contingency measures were made since the Wager treatment plant had also been shut down for repair works. Currently, work on the Wager line is complete and the Ghana Water Company has procured 26 water tankers to serve communities in Accra and Tema when the Kpong water treatment plant is shut down. It will be drawing about 53 million gallons of water daily from the Wager treatment plant to distribute.
In the case of Tema, before tomorrow morning, this night, we'll fill 2 reservoirs in Tema, total capacity 12.5 million gallons of water. And the tankers in Tema will feed from those 2 reservoirs and serve Tema and the surrounding communities. We are disinfecting all the 26 tankers that we have deployed so far to assure the public that the water from us remains top quality.
He has also positioned additional 10 water tankers in other parts of Accra and Tema to augment the distribution of water to the affected communities. Sections of the public constantly accuse the Ghana Water Company of diverting water during such distribution, but the company explains it has deployed security officers to join the distribution teams.
We are going to position people on the tankers. Our staff, people from national security will join us. I will put people on each and every tanker. So they'll be targeted and they'll be directed to specific locations.
Minister for Water Resources, Works and Housing, Alhaji Collins Dauda, spoke on plans to review the timetable if work is not completed within schedule.
For instance, after the 4-day period and unable to resolve the problem, are you ready to procure additional tankers?
In fact, according to our plan, we should not go beyond 4 days.
We have example from what happened at the Wager treatment plant. The pipe got burst. They were supposed to finish just a day, but it took them more than 2 days.
I guess we are here because there's going to be a shutdown from tomorrow. That's why we have pulled these tankers. And that if after 4 days we are unable to do it, we'll continue with this same contingency measures until we fix the problem.
We sought to find out how much government would spend on the rehabilitation works.
We cannot tell for now whether a particular tanker will do more than 4 trips a day or 5 trips. So we'll assess and determine the cost after the entire operation.
I don't think we want him to lie. He is saying that tankers are hired based on the number of times they go. So as we start, it is very difficult for you to say that this tanker will do 5 rounds, this one will do 10 rounds, that one will do 2 rounds. And so he's unable to give you a figure. Certainly, government is going to incur a cost. But at this point in time, we are unable to tell you that we are going to incur X amount in terms of hiring the tankers.
Right, so joining us on the phone is the communications manager at the Ghana Water Company, Michael Ajiman. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
Many thanks for joining us. Now, first, I would want to know if the plant has been shut down.
The shutdown now has started. We shut the Kpong treatment plant down at 6 o'clock this morning.
Right, and has water distribution begun as promised?
No, well, yes and no. What is happening is that we anticipate that people have stored enough for now, so we are not under much pressure now. And so I believe by tomorrow and Saturday, that's when people will start experiencing shortages. That's where perhaps may need to move me. But as we speak, I check at our office at 37. Normal work is going on. There are a few tankers that are distributing water, but the pressure is not built. I've called a shaman over there to his school. People have not started, the institutions have not started asking for water. But we are still monitoring as the day goes by. I know perhaps that is when we see. But for now, everything is calm. And we sent out announcement and awareness has been created for people to store. So I believe now they have a lot of water in their reservoirs and storage.
Right, so when the distribution starts tomorrow, our residents in the affected areas are aware that there will be water distribution, and is it going to be for free?
It's basically going to be free, but as I indicated, the institutions that will be served, they are all aware of the arrangement that we have put in place. The hospitals, the boarding schools, the polyclinics and the rest, they are aware of all these arrangements. And we are saying that it's strictly on demand. It's not as if we are going to move every day, running around with our vehicle. We will stay at one spot. The filling points are 37, the filling points are a shaman. And then whenever they request, as and when we see the request, then we will move in and then distribute water to them. So everybody is aware of the arrangement that are in place.
All right. So before you go, what kind of development is this maintenance of the treatment plants going to bring in water distribution?
We think the plant has been shut down mainly to allow the contractors working on a project that we call Accra Tema Metropolitan Area Rural Water Supply. The contractors are asking for this shutdown just to allow them to link up or connect existing pipeline to a new one that they have laid, but the new one is as big as 72 inches across. So they want to connect this new pipeline to the existing one. So they need to cut some section of it and then link the old one to the new. So that's why they have asked for the shutdown. And then they will be install some pumps out there. So what if you ask, when they finish with the project, perhaps they will after the shutdown and after the installation of this pipeline and then the pumps, then they will need some 2 months to finish up completely. Within the next 2 months, they will finish with that project, which will give us about 13 million gallons of water every day. But there's another one called Kpong intake rehabilitation, under which they are changing all the pumps and the rest. So it's going to add up to the water that people in that area get. But areas like Ashaman, Michelle Camp, Afienya, Pram, all those areas right down to Somenya, and the cares to Dodua and the rest. Even the people around the Akwapim Hills like Kpong, Manfi, and all those areas, right down to Aburi, will all benefit under this project. It's going to give them in total about 13.2 million gallons of water every day. And that will actually boost up water supply in those areas.
All right, thank you.
They are using, okay.
All right, thank you very much, Michael Ajuman, Communications Manager at the Ghana Water Company, who has just confirmed that the Kpong water treatment plant has been shut down, but our distribution of water starts tomorrow. Also joining us on the phone is Nana Yajantua, who is the Public Relations Officer of the Public Utilities and Regulatory Commission. Good afternoon, Madam.
Good afternoon.
And many thanks for joining us. As a regulatory body, are you happy with the measures that have been put in place by the water company?
The Ghana Water Company has put in place these contingency measures. What the PRC is going to do is we are going to monitor to ensure that the implementation of these contingency measures are smooth and geared towards mitigating the impact of the shutdown of water consumers in Dakar, the metropolis.
Yeah, when you say you are going to monitor, what exactly are you going to do?
we're going to go around with areas to find out how these measures are going to help. We're also going to find out from certain critical places like hospitals, schools within this jurisdiction to ensure that these measures that are put in place are in a way mitigating the impact of the shutdown of affected consumers.
Initially, you had issued an order that they should not go ahead and close down the plant and also not go ahead and deny people of water. Are you happy with, or what actually changed?
I think the actual position of the order was that the shutdown was contingent on the fact that wager at that time wasn't stabilized. There were problems with wager. So what the order really meant was that the wager is stabilized, they cannot shut down Kpong. We didn't say that they shouldn't shut it down, because the work they are going to do is an expansion work that is going to help bring in more water. But at the time they wanted to shut down, wager had problems, and the problems at the wager plant wasn't resolved. So we gave them an order that they should not shut down at that time. They should suspend the shutdown till wager has been solved and stabilized before they can shut down Kpong.
Right, we will leave it here for now. Nanaya Jantua is the Public Relations Officer of the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, and it says the PURC will monitor to ensure that the Ghana Water Company is actually distributing water to residents of affected areas following the shutdown of the Kpong water treatment plant.